Good morning, class, and welcome to week 4 of Physical Science 108 Critical Thinking in Science and Technology. I am your instructor, Mr. Smith, KG Smith, and I want to review week 4 with you. So let's see if I've got the correct screen up. Just want to go over a few things for this week's activities. Of course, it should be live by now, so you can go to the read instructions. I always go over to read first. This week we're going to do just like we did last week. I'm grading some of the work today, particularly some of the do assignments. I really like the ongoing dialogue and discussion that you all did in week 3. I want to see you continue in carrying on that expanded thinking that you're beginning to do. So we're going to have another interesting topic. Be mindful of all your etiquette and respect with one another when you're posting online in your respective forums. So this week, our topic is, do falling birth rates pose a threat to human welfare? And I'm sure you may not have a clue about what falling birth rates are and what is human welfare and is there even a threat whatsoever. So we're going to have a chance to really dialogue and discuss it. It's a really big ongoing discussion in the past 2 decades, actually, about population growth, about having enough resources to take care of the population growth, or is there actually going to be a decline? In some studies are saying. So you're going to find a lot of things on the internet or what you read or other stories. And I want you to be able to exactly research those things and form your own opinions and then have some very good dialogue about it in class this week. So the articles, of course, are in the textbook. You have to read both the yes and the no articles, as always. Make sure you do those things. And they're going to give you 2 different sides. The thing that I kind of iffy about the textbook on this one is that it's a bit dated sometimes. So sometimes finding updated articles and references are a bit challenging. So I'm going to leave that to you. That's part of your Seek assignment this week. So again, I'll remind you about your etiquette. The Think assignment is just to kind of get you not necessarily immediately into the specific topic, but it's an indirect way. I want you to do a little bit of studying about the number of countries in the world. And while you're doing, sorry about that, while you're looking at some of the different countries, you'll get a chance to take a look at some of the resources, the populations, etc. So I've got a little exercise here for you to check out about the countries. I like for it to make you think and see what kind of number, how we kind of perceive information. So it's a dual critical thinking exercise. So it's indirectly, but yet directly related to what we're doing. So check out this exercise. It's a lot of fun. It's very interesting, and I'm not going to tell you what the actual answer is. The Seek assignment, because again, for the Do assignment, you're going to need to come up with your own annotated reference online or article. I want you to try to find some very good related current articles to falling birth rates, population growth, impact on humans, resources, etc. So I had a somewhat challenging time trying to find some interesting links. So I'm going to put the work to you. Why not give you all some of the hard work? So take a look at those things, work it out. That's what your Seek assignment is. Make sure you do an annotated response and a couple of sentences to describe the article, and then some dialogue and respond to one another. The Do assignment is just like last week's Do assignment. I'm giving you the automatic template. Do the template. Answer all of the questions. Use the template if you can. And make sure that you don't skip a question. So answer 1 through 6 in all the sections. And then the reflection. This week, I just wanted you to ask, I've got a couple of key questions. Matter of fact, I think I can actually show you what the key questions are. I'll go back and show you those in a few moments. You'll see your objectives. Again, you're working on understanding facts, discerning facts, doing some critical thinking, and getting some updated information on falling birth rates. So the required readings, of course, are issue 7 in the textbook, or the particular article, depending on which version of the textbook you have. Do falling birth rates pose a threat to human welfare? Read both the yes and the no. These both are optional article readings, but I think they definitely may be of some assistance to helping you understand the topic a little bit better. For point values, I've upped the ante a little bit this week. The Think assignment is 10 points. The Seek assignment is actually 10 points this week because I think it's a little bit more challenging to find some articles. Prove me wrong. The Do assignment, of course, is 15 points this week. And the Reflect assignment, of course, is 5 weeks, though it is a little bit more involved because I want you to be able to post your own, pick a question that you're going to answer, give your answer, and then you have to go back and look at other people post it and the response to some of their comments and thoughts. So you'll see how that works in a moment. A total of 40 points. Looking at the dates again, your Think and your Seek assignments are both due this Wednesday by midnight. Your Do assignment is due next Saturday on the 25th by noon. Notice I highlighted the red, noon. And then your Reflect is due a week from today on Sunday next week by midnight. So have all of that. It should take you somewhere between 3 to 5 hours collectively to do all the readings, do the work, do the responding. And Of course, my suggestions for you to be successful always for this week's assignment is to do the read. So that means read all of this section as well as do the readings of the book. And then do all the activities, ideally, by meeting their deadlines. And make sure you read the directions carefully. Make sure you're answering at a college level. I'm beginning to catch some of you all kind of reading, giving me some half answers like, oh, I'm just going to say just enough. Nope, I want you to be specific. Give me rationale. Cite me some examples of what you're citing. Be specific. You are in college. And after all, I want to see you all in grad school and hopefully in front of the class with me one day teaching. So give me the full respect and do yourself that favor as well. It's a courtesy. Let's take a look at some of the assignments specifically. If you go into the Think assignment, I believe it's pretty straightforward. It says, how many countries are there in the world today? I have some instructions. Well, I actually have to change that. I'll go back and change the error. But in essence, you're going to have to do some responding. I've got a little worksheet for you to use. I'm going to make sure it's working correctly. And then after you finish doing your own research, then you can go back and make some comments to some of your other colleagues. I'm going to make sure that's working. Here's the rubric. So if you want to know what's A work, you pretty much have an idea. This is what exceptional A work is right here. And you can post your things that you want to add right here at the bottom. The next section, the Seek section, just like last week, I want you to pretty much find articles and online articles or videos or whatever's really good to talk about these specific topics, either falling birth rates, if there's really birth rates that are falling, what impacts human welfare, the resource usage throughout the world by humans today, or what we're taking away from the planet. So I want you to kind of find me a good article, use the 3-sentence rule, write me at least 3 sentences to describe the article that you have, okay? And again, if you use this article here, it'll probably be very helpful for you to do the do activity. And again, you submit, when you already submit your article right here in your posting, you go down to the bottom. Let's go back to the last one. The do assignment, just like last week, again, very specific. We're focusing on issue 7. Do falling birth rates pose a threat to human welfare? And these are the questions you're primarily ask and answering. Make sure you answer all 6 of the questions in their entirety. Okay, this one pretty much takes a little bit more. It's based primarily off of the readings. So make sure you do the readings plus whatever annotated article that you find that's very helpful. And again, you can't use the articles for your annotated articles that I've already posted. I was nice. I only posted 2 articles for you this week. And of course, I'm looking for proficiency. Here you are. Look for your A work right here for the 15 points. And then last but not least, I referenced that I did your reflect just a little differently this week. The reflect is simple. I want you to select a question, post your answer, and then I want you to review and make comments to at least one of your colleagues on their thoughts about their reflection. So here are the 2 questions. What do you think was the most interesting thing that you learned studying the issue? Or write a summary paragraph discussing where you now stand on the issue in relationship to what the authors are writing. So pick one of those questions, answer it, and go from there. And if you haven't, for a few of you, if you haven't finished up week 3, I need for you to go back and complete week 3. Not to mention week 2 if you haven't, because it's going to start working against you. And then I'm looking forward to week 5. So, have any questions, feel free to email me. I plan on being available sometime tomorrow evening and Thursday if you want to have a video chat, or just send me an email if you want to have some dialogue that way. And then beginning maybe next week, I may start doing a little bit more one-on-one required video chat during week 5 or 6, just to make sure you guys are coming on point right before we get started with the actual STEM presentations. Have a great week. It's Sunday. Enjoy your day. And since it's the summer of 2011, happy Father's Day for those that are fathers or father figures in their lives, etc. Make sure you recognize, like my son did for me today. It was real cool. I got that car first thing this morning. So I was like, yes, it's on time. Have a great one, everyone. Enjoy your week. Be productive. See you online.